Jet setters. We are in the Windy City today, exploring Chicago, Illinois. Hey travelers, it is Scott, and on today's itinerary, we are wandering the streets of Chicago. We're starting our day with breakfast at Kasama, an incredible Filipino restaurant that operates as a casual bakery by day and transforms into a fine dining establishment by night. It was actually awarded a Michelin star a few years ago, making it the first Filipino restaurant in the world to receive that honor. In the morning, don't be surprised if there's a line wrapped around the building. They use it to prevent crowding inside, but don't worry, it moves pretty quickly. Pro tip, you can also order online ahead of time to skip the wait. Once you make it into the vestibule, you're next up to the register. I ordered their traditional Filipino breakfast place, which is essentially silog, a portmanteau of two Tagalog words, nanag, which is garlic fried rice, and itlog, which is egg. So it's essentially rice and eggs. It comes served with two savory Filipino breakfast staples, tocino and longanisa. Tocino is a sweet cured pork with a beautifully caramelized exterior, while longanisa is a sweet and savory garlic sausage that packs a ton of flavor. The meal was delicious, of course. They also serve a Filipino breakfast sandwich that is immensely popular. To wash it all down, I enjoyed a calamansi mimosa, and it was phenomenal. Calamansi is a small citrus fruit native to the Philippines that tastes like a brilliant cross between lime and a mandarin orange. The true highlight of breakfast, however, was the cardamom bun. Absolutely outstanding. For those of you familiar with the famous Hart Bakery in Copenhagen, this pastry reminded me so much of their legendary baked goods. It was really just brilliant. Kasama is located in Chicago's East Ukrainian Village. So after breakfast, I decided to walk off the carbs and wander the neighborhood a bit. I headed slightly north into the trendy Wicker Park area, where I ended up hanging out at Collectivo Coffee for a bit of time, thoroughly enjoying my drink and the lively atmosphere. Having been to Chicago several times before, I wasn't necessarily looking to knock off all the standard tourist spots like the Willis Tower or Sears Tower, depending on who you ask. But there was one iconic spot that always pulls me back. Millennium Park is home to the famous outdoor sculpture known officially as Cloud Gate, created by artist Anish Kapoor. Made up of 168 stainless steel plates welded together with no visible seams, it's a highly polished surface that reflects the city's famous skyline and the clouds above. Of course, locals and tourists generally like to call it the Bean because of its iconic shape. I don't know what it is, but I love checking this thing out every time I'm in town. The reflections make for some great photos. I was only in town for a short trip, mostly looking to kill some time between baseball games and my flight home. So after checking out the Bean, I wandered north toward the Chicago River. Along the way, I passed the famous Chicago Theater, opened back in 1921 as a lavish movie palace. Its iconic 6-story high Chicago marquee is one of the most recognizable landmarks in the city. Shortly thereafter, I arrived at the Chicago Riverwalk. This is an awesome multi-use pedestrian trail nestled right along the south bank of the river. It's lined with outdoor cafes, public art, and seating. Truly a great public space. It's the perfect place to enjoy the scenery and snap a few photos, as I did. It was a lovely afternoon, but afterward I walked back down toward the Loop, which is Chicago's primary commercial, financial, and retail hub. And that about wraps it up for my quick trip, but I definitely need to come back soon, if only for the food, because Chicago is easily one of the best food cities in the country, and I wasn't there long enough to enjoy most of it. Beyond their fine dining, they also have dependable local staples like deep dish pizza, juicy Italian beefs, and their iconic drag through the garden Chicago style hot dogs. In the meantime, if you enjoyed this look around the Windy City, consider liking and subscribing for more travel content just like this. Hopefully I'll see you in the next video, and until next time, happy travels everyone.